Hey guys, we're back. Okay, so what we got going here? If you guys will remember, I had like 3, 4, 5 warehouses here that were all filled with barrels. I have gone through and I've converted all of that to steel containers. They only stack too high, but they stack 1,800 in a barrel. So we've gone from 4, whatever it was, warehouses to less than a full one. We're close to full, but not quite. And I got some leftover barrels. Now, that includes, I do believe, if memory serves me right, I think I picked them up. Let me go down here and look. That also includes all of the fluid that was on the bus. I've picked up all of the barrels that were on the bus. They are all in that as well. I have not converted this over to making steel containers yet. We will at some point start to make that a thing. Turrets, I don't care. But right now we don't need it. We're not up on the station producing stuff, so we don't need to barrel the stuff up and send it up there yet. I figured I'd barrel up what we had. Now, let's go take a look and see how we are doing, speaking of the station and what have you. Let's look at the laws. And here we go. If you guys remember, we started doing the array for accumulators. It is completed. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. We will see when the time comes. We'll see how much of a requirement it is. Meanwhile, we are still producing. We're doing just fine over here. We are almost full on vulcanite. We're about half full, so we're gonna at some point have to add an additional warehouse, what have you. But we seem to be doing fine. Go over here. Our supply coming in for our stone and our copper and our iron are all just fine. Same thing with our coal. So we're doing good here. Everything is at an idle pretty much right now, with the exception of the plant over here. We got to expand that at some point. We're going to have to clear the planet. But this is my network at this point. We've run the network out to all of the mining sites so that we can manage the mining sites by bot. And there we go. So that's the laws. Let us take a look at Claudius. See what we got going here. As you can see, we got quite a bit. All right. So what I did is all of the scaffolding that we had has been used. We still have, we have a smattering up here, but this has all been filled in. All right, and that's all a power grid. Now, one of the things I did is I cleaned these out for the most part. And all of scattered around here is a bunch of little chests. And because we have that corona mass coming at some point, and I know we won't be ready for it because I did the math. We need this 18 more times. There's no way. We need basically a 10, one of these 10 by 10. In order to have enough accumulators to protect from that coronal mass. So we're not going to do it, and not this time around. We'll go from there. We don't have enough panels up here, solar panels, what have you. So all I did is I scattered my stuff about, and I figure spread it out, and if something hits, and we'll go from there. So we're not doing much of anything else up here at this point in time. With the exception of we are filling another rocket with scaffolding, and it is going okay. It's not terrible. We're probably 2/3 full or so. something like that. Yeah, about 2/3 full. So that's going okay. In the meantime, what are we up to here? You can see I've got another launch pad. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go, and while we're waiting on things to build there and whatnot, we're going to go grab another planet. I was looking at this. Alaz is going to give us, Alaz is going to give us the vulcanite and the holmanite that we need. Okay? So those are going to give us those in abundance. They don't have a lot of other stuff, but that's okay. These are the two things we're after there. Now, the other things we are after are, and why is this one? Okay, this one is marked because it's got a huge cryonite and a huge vitamelange deposit on it. So we may go there, or we may go to Moss Garden. Moss Garden also has huge vitamelange, but that's all it's got really is the vitamelange. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go here instead, although it doesn't have a whole lot of solar, but that's okay. We can live with that. We'll get around that because it does have water and it does have uranium. We can make a power plant there and we could be just fine. So that's going to give us our vitamelange and our cryonite, which eventually we're gonna need both of those. If we look at sanctonium, it's going to give us beryl. That's out of all of our zero threat planets, with the exception of maybe going to space on Claudius asteroid belt. Which has a really high beryl content, which, maybe we'll go there at some point. None of the planets are going to give us much in the way of beryl. And I'd rather be on a planet simply because of the ability to move around and not have to worry about things like a spacesuit and stuff like that. I can't think of the name of it right now off the top of my head. I don't know why. Now homalite here, they supposedly a lot of it, but that be that as it may, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Sanctonum. And I went ahead and scanned it, and there it is. And it has, right in the starting area, it's got a fair bit of iron, got a fair bit of coal, fair bit of stone, fair bit of copper. It has an ass ton of oil, which is going to be nice when we get into some of our fluid products and stuff. This is probably going to be our fluid planet. But it's also got a fair bit of beryl, and supposedly somewhere around here, it has, and I don't know where. No, that's iron. That's beryl. Iron, uranium, blah, 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 beryl. According to this, there's supposed to be some cryonite around here. Not a lot, very, very little bit, but there's supposed to be some cryonite. I certainly don't see it. So if it's there, it's a tiny amount. But it is going to give us a metric crap ton of oil. And it is going to give us beryl. And it is on a planet. And the rest of the resources are fairly good. So we're going to head to this planet. It's a little small, but it's not terrible. Now, the one thing with it is a lot of water. A lot of water to get around. It is small, and we are going to use our starter base. So where do we put it? I mean, that's a huge portion of the planet. So where I'm thinking about what I'm looking at is to squeeze it in somewhere right in here like this. We'll miss that stone. Maybe we'll do this and miss that stone, something like that. But in order to do that, and I think that's probably what we're going to do, is something like that right there. Maybe, you know, but we're going to use this plant. We're just going to use the same setup we got, and just dump it right on down here. And I think that's going to work the best. But in order to do that, we've got some water to deal with. That I'm going to assume that that's water and forest that we're going to have to deal with, and that's okay. We'll deal with that. But that's going to get us going. So, in that vein, what I have done, and since I know we're going to go to another planet as well, beyond this one, we have to, because we need vitamilage, and it's not everything all on one planet. If we could find one planet that had everything, that'd be great, and didn't have biters or had very few biters, be great. But we don't have that. Now we can always. There is nothing that says that once we go to this planet we have to stay there. If we mine this planet out, or we decide we don't like it, and we want to go someplace else, we can go someplace else. In the meantime, what I've done is I've got 4 requester warehouses, and I've basically filled up all of the logistics requests in. Oops, this one I did not, strangely enough. All right, let's do that real quick. So we're going to do 15K. I thought I had done this one. Oh, and then I did it and then I moved it, so not a problem. So we're going to just do it real quick. 1.4. That just means we're going to have to do one more thing afterwards. 300, and we'll check the other ones before we do it just to make sure they've all got theirs. I thought this had its information. Apparently, I moved it and didn't put the information back. So we'll just have to do it again real quick here. Won't take long. 100, 100, 100. So 100 requester chests. Blue, purple, black. 100 blue. 100 purple, and 50 black. Alright, let's check, make sure all 4 of them. So, basically what happened was, even though these are not filled, the logistics slots are filled. So then, I just made a blueprint of it, because that will save my logistics slots. Now let's go over here. Bases. We're going to get rid of that one. And we're going to put that one in its place. And we're going to name this base in a box. Save blueprint. Okay. So now, all I've got to do is tell it to request all this crap, and we'll be ready for another trip to wherever. Now, there is some stuff in there that we're not making, but that's okay. Did I put that back in there? Yes, I did. Okay. So, we're going to get this ready to go. And send it up where we got to go. Alright, so there we go. That's all picked up. Now it's going to start putting, new stuff in there. That'll be ready for our next trip. Meanwhile, this rocket is loaded to go up. So when we're ready for it, we can send it, and that will bring our base to us. This rocket, on the other hand, what we've done is, because if you remember on that map, there's a lot of water. I went ahead and I'm just bringing a whole bunch of landfill with me. It is what it is. And then we've got, parts for a new rocket to come back. In addition to that, we've got the stuff here that we want to take with us. Seems to me we are missing a couple of things, though. Probably put them in that. That's okay. We'll grab another one. I want one of these. I want one of these. And I want my own bots. I want my own construction bots. Alright, so that'll give me the landing pad. That'll give me the stuff to put from the landing pad into, I believe in this, yes, I have a roboport that we want to take. We'll take these. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to steal one out of one of these, if we got any yet. Anybody got any solar panels? I don't think I have solar panels in any of these. I'm going to have to add solar panels to one of them. I want to take, say, 5... just to give me a little bit of power. Oh, I do have this. There's 2 of them. That's okay. Never mind. Forget that. We don't want it. Yeah. So that'll give me enough that I can put this stuff down when I get up there and have it automatically transferred out, because we're going to stay there for a little while and get this base set up. So we'll be able to call this one after we get there. And this will all run just fine. So let us decide where we're going to go. And I think we said we're going to go to Sanctimonium. Sanctinium, or whatever. It's going to end up being, I'm going to call it Sanctimonium all the time, because that's just the way it's going to be. I'm sorry. So, Sancta, right? General vicinity, because we don't have a landing pad there yet. We got to wait for it to fuel up, which, ain't got much left to go. And while we're at it, so that we don't F up, let us send this here, and we can't send it yet, so that's life. We'll just, we'll wait and we'll change that. At least it'll be going to the right planet if we fuck up. Alright? So there we go. I think I got everything I want. We got our bots. We can turn that off now. Alright, guys. Let us go. So, and since it's a planet, I'm not taking my life support. Screw it. We'll go without it. So here we go. Off to another planet, guys. Just realized what we didn't send. We'll take care of it. Not a problem. Let's turn this off because we don't want it filling us up. Alright. So, first thing we're going to do, this is not where we're going to live, but this is where we're going to set up what we need to set up. There we go, right? Ta-da! There's our little starty. Now we're gonna start putting everything that we can in this warehouse. And we're gonna start with all the cargo pods. And I don't know that it'll all fit because we got rocket parts and such like that, but we'll get as much of it as we can. And then after that, we'll worry about cleaning up all the junk. How did that go? Did that mostly? Oh, that's right, because the rocket doesn't hold as much as the warehouse does. We're fine. So now, let us clean up our trash. Is it not going to clean up our trash for us? Oh, because we put our bots in there. That's why it's not going to clean up our trash for us. Okay, fine. Clean up. Sweep. Sweep. Sweep up the memories. Anybody remember Cat in the Hat? And his moss-covered three-handled family credenza? Okay, so there we go. So now one of the things I did not put in that rocket, and I was stupid, that we're going to fix, is I did not put cliff explosives. So let us fix that real quick like here. We want a requester chest. And we want, yeah, fast inserter will do. And I am pretty sure I have wire down there. I am pretty sure I have it in my system down there. So we're going to tell this that cliff explosives, turn it on if it's less than, how many? Oh, I don't know. 400? Is that enough? You know what? Let's go 500. I think that... How many's in a stack? I don't remember how many's in a stack. Let's go down here and look, because I know we're making them. Let's see how many's in a stack. I think it's 20 in a stack. 20 in a stack, yes. 20 in a stack. So, 5 stacks is 100. 10 stacks is 200. So... let's do 600. Right? And then we'll ask for cliff explosives. And we'll have it bring them in hundreds. Okay, there we go. So now that should start to bring me cliff explosives. It'll put cliff explosives in there. Now we just have to wait for that puppy to show up. right? In the meantime, all right, nighttime. So the nighttime is the right time. Okay, so let us grab these, and a bunch of these. I don't know that we need that many, but okay. Mappy. So we have decided we are going to put this puppy bases. This one. And we're going to try and put it. What did we decide? We decided right about here-ish, didn't we? Right? Now, is it going to let us put it down from the map? Probably not. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. And I don't think we can zoom out far enough with the end to do any good anyway. So let us just walk our butts up here. Those are things we're going to have to take care of too. We are there. We are here. We are here. We are here. Will it let us put it down now? Yes. But only that part of it, I think. I don't think it'll let us put the whole thing down. No. But what it will do is it'll give us a reference point for starting on this thing so that we can grab this and get it lined up properly. Is that right? I think that's right. I think that's where we want to be. Alright, now we know there are things that we got to pick up. And we can start prepping the pickup stuff. And we know we got water stuff that's in the way that we can start putting down too. That's why we brought it. Right? That's why we brought the landfill. Not gonna worry about the bots, they'll catch up. Right now we're worried about the landfill because we're gonna go back after we put down the landfill and we're going to redo the blueprint so that it should take care of all the other crap that it couldn't take care of because of the water. Because it will, the blueprint will mark where you have to destroy trees and where you have to destroy rocks and shit like that, but it won't mark water as far as landfill. So we have to go through manually and take care of the landfill. So you guys can fly back and forth to your heart's content. I don't care. Now, overkill on the base. Again, talked about this the other, you know, a couple of videos back. Yes, it is overkill on the base. But this planet has plenty of everything. So it gives us a second place to manufacture stuff. So why not? I think it was somebody's busted ass tank back there. And since it keeps us from having to reinvent the wheel, and we can just load all this crap up in a rocket and send it, why shouldn't we? And by the time we get done putting this stuff down, and we get done picking up the ruins that are in our way, all of our whatchamacallit ought to be loaded. All of our cliff explosives should be loaded on the rocket, and we should be able to just send the rocket. Now, it has been brought up and it's been discussed and what have you, and I totally agree, because I have experienced it, that we have to be really careful on how much planet we scan, how many planets we scan, etc. But at the same time, it is almost the nature of the beast that we have to at least have, you know, 3 or 4 planets, because we've got to have all of the different materials, and they don't all reside on one planet. So we have to go to different planets. And if we have to go to different planets, then we have to, you know, not necessarily scan them completely, but we have to at least have enough of, you know, we got to know where we live, and so we're going to have at least that part of the map. Yes, it kills the save, but what's even more of a problem, if you will, is it kills the ups and it kills the FPS. But what's our choices? We're kind of limited in what we can or can't do without having these planets. So, you know, there we go. All right, now we need to start worrying about, and I don't think I brought any healing with me, so we got to be real careful here, because there are on this pad 3 landmines. One there, one there, and one there. There may even be 4, but I know there's 3, and I did not bring, because I'm stupid, my whatchamacallit. And I don't think you can hit them with these. Yeah, see, you can't hit them with these. But what you can hit them with, there's two things you can hit them with. And you know what? We're going to solve that problem right now, too. You can hit them with the flamethrower, but you can also hit them with the grenades. So, what we're going to add to this, now that we've got that, is we are going to add some handy grenades. Where's my handy grenades? There's my handy grenades. Send me 200 handy grenades. Well, actually, that there. And then we're going to say handy grenades less than 200. There we go. And we turn that off. It'll take that. That's okay. I don't care. It'll just give us some extra. Alright. Let that make hand grenades. And while that's making hand grenades, we can go deal with the rest of our ruins. Indiscriminately pick this shit up because none of it should be crap. Well, you know what? Just to be safe. Yeah, I know. Let's use these to clear our inventory for now. We're going to need a piece of to be able to pick the rest of that up. It's going to be hard to distinguish what is the ruin and what is our blueprint. So we're just going to pick everything that's here up. And we're going to turn our bots off so they don't start putting it back down in other places for us. Because they'll do that for us. And that's all well and good and nice of them, but we'd rather they didn't. Alright, so that's all that. Gonna ruin up here. That may or may not be in the way. I don't think it is, but we're gonna pick it up anyway. Again, I believe there's a landmine in this one. I mean, the landmines aren't so bad now. We're wearing Mark II armor. And we do heal over time, albeit very, very slowly. But why tempt fate, right? One landmine we can survive. 2 landmines we can sort of survive. 3 landmines would not be good. Alright, so there's that. We got something down this way. Not the stone. Something over here. Yep. And if I was smart, I would have probably done this before I put anything down. But how do you know what's going to be in the way if you don't put down the thing? And we got some artillery. Not that it's going to do us any good here, because we have no enemies here. Yay. That's why I picked this planet. Now, I did not look. I guess Some of the other planets that have enemies may very well have better deposits. You know, they probably do. Up, look, there's a landmine. And that's the other thing with the landmines. You hit the landmine, you can't walk for a little bit. Don't hit the landmine when the biters are chasing you, because you can't go anywhere. That becomes an issue. Right? Alright, and we got one more of these over here, which will take care of the landmines with our grenades. And the reason I did grenades and not the flamethrower is because I know I have grenades in my inventory or in storage. I don't know if my flamethrower is in storage or it's just in a chest. So there was no sense in asking for my flamethrower. Alright, I think... But, is that... No, that's that. That is agua, though. Alright, so we need to... Why are we in... I don't know why we were in nav mode, but we were in nav mode, whatever. Alright, somewhere up here. There's a bit more water. There we go. That should do us with all of the water and all of the stuffuses. Now we should be able to put this where it belongs, and fill in the missing pieces. I think. Yeah. Looks like it. Cool. Pick up what we can. Move it out of the way of our bases. Right? Give us those guys back. We're going to keep doing that until we... Oh, excuse me. God bless, guys. I must be allergic to you guys. It's the only thing I can figure is I'm allergic to you guys. Alright, go up here and get this other chest. Where'd we put it? There they are. Alright, do we have any more? There's some more chests. There's one more there. Okay. Now, here becomes the problem. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have but one, what you call it, warehouse. What I want it to do is to go ahead and move all of this stuff up to that location. But we've got so much landfill in here, we're not going to be able to do it. But we can move. Screw you. Everything but the landfill, right? That we don't care about. Alright. Take everything but the landfill. Well, we'll take the landfill too now. We got all of that. Because what we're going to do, before we call that other rocket down, we might as well put this puppy where it belongs. Right? No sense moving it later. Oh, man. This is gonna suck. If we put that down, it's gonna set off that landmine. So, we'll take care of the landmine first. Then we can put this down. No, we can't. Because that is in the way. But now we moved the location, so yeah. Alright, well. Nobody ever said it was easy. Right? Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. Life is not easy. We want that. We want that. There. Where are we on this thing? That is part of the problem. We can't really see. Oh, we're way low. Okay. If it's not generating the blueprint on the map, we move faster. So, we're cheating the system and moving faster. Alright, there we go. Now we know where we gotta put the stupid landing pad. Right? Now we can put the stupid landing pad down. We can put that down. And we can put that down. It's not in the thing, but it'll work. It'll be fine. Because now we can put all that crap in there. Because the landing pad holds as much as the rocket holds. So we can transfer all of this stuff, including all of the landfill, from down here to up there. You can take a couple of trips. But the point of it is, I will be able to just bring the rocket down where the base is, rather than having to transfer everything up a second time. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. We don't have a network. So, if I put it in my trash, it can't go anywhere. So, we can carry that too. Gives me a few more carry spaces. Not much, but some. That's all full, so that doesn't do us any good. How much does that hold? 600 slots. All right, a rocket's 500. A warehouse is 750. That's 600. So it's about halfway between the two. Which makes sense because then you could land a rocket and all of the additional rocket pieces parts have some room to go in there. You're not screwing yourself. Let's be careful and not run across another landmine between now and the time that we get this done. We're healing, but we're not healing fast. I know it doesn't look like we're healing at all, but we actually are. Now all we got left is the scrap to take. So one more trip, and we got this. So at this point, we're juggling 1, 2, 3 planets and an orbital. We're going to have to start writing out a to-do list, I think. Now, I know there is a mod that adds the to-do list to the game, and that is tempting. So we'll see. But in the meantime, I probably will start jotting down stuff to do. But the nice thing about this is now we will have a barrel and plenty of oil and stuff, but beryllium mostly. We'll be able to get back to building in space here very soon. Because even if we built out in space, there's not a lot we could do that we haven't already done. Because we can't build telescopes and stuff like that without the barrel, the beryllium, I think. I'll have to look, but I think you need it for the lightweight aeronautic rod or whatever it is. And that aeronautic rod you need to be able to do what you want to, do a lot of stuff, and you need beryllium for that. I think. Therefore, I'm not entirely confused. Yeah. So let's go get these other chests. They're right down here. We might as well consolidate everything and have it all here. Now, one of the things I did do is I packed in this kit, there is a steam power plant. I think that's going to be my standard kit, is my base in a box kit. If anybody wants it, or wants a copy of it, or whatever, let me know, and I will put the two blueprints together. I'll put the one for the requesters, and I will put one for the base itself, and I'll put them together in a book or something, and anybody that wants the string, just let me know, and I'll get you the string. So now, did we... Oh, we put it in here, didn't we? Where is... There it is. Right? Now that is... A passive provider is what's there. We're going to put a storage warehouse there for now. And we're going to grab these. Where did that land? Did it land near us? No, Okay. We can live with that. We'll have protection from that soon enough. Now we want our solar panels. That should fit into our system. Look. And there we go. Now we're cooking with power. Now we just gotta wait for that to take everything out of there and put it in there. Right? Yay, everything's in there. Okay, now let's go check on our rocket. Did it do what we wanted it to do? Are you kidding? Are grenades not in our son of a biscuit eater? Seriously? Grenades are not in our thing? Well, I'll be goddamn go to hell. Okay, well, fine. We can fix that. Passive provider chest. To the rescue. Put it there. And we'll put it there. And as soon as it shows up, there it comes. We'll limit this to 2 stacks. So screw you. Now we're gonna wait a couple of minutes. How much is it asking for? It's asking for 100. It's okay. We don't really need that many. We just need enough to blow up those landmines. Oh, and you know what else we probably ought to put in here? Probably ought to put some med packs in there. Don't fly without your med packs. So those are the 2 things we need. A couple of things we need to add to our base in a box is cliff explosives, maybe some grenades, and maybe some med packs. Minor. Come on, med packs. As soon as we have our med packs, we're going to launch this puppy. Because we're set. We got everything else we need, I think. Alright, there's our med packs. So now, we can get rid of those. Because we don't care about them anymore. Alright, so now we want to set this to go to landing pad, right? Because so much better on the cargo safety. And we're damn near close. We're what, 54 away from a full cargo? So that works out just about right on a rocket. That works really well. So now, let's launch this puppy. and get blown up. Yay, it's here. Yay, party. Now, we want to already grab them. Already grabbed them. Those. Let's take care of these ones. And we'll take care of them the hard way. Rather than throwing grenades. Okay, so there are 4 on this pad. There's one there, one there, one there, and one where the whatchamacallit was. So, future reference, folks. That's what's there. Alright. Repair packs. Let us... Oops, that's a big one, isn't it? Yeah, that's a big one. Alright. Big one. Big one there. Did we blow up our... Oh, we blew up our substation. Damn it. Alright, well. There's our substation. Okay. And then this... How is this connected? Oh, there's a little pole there. And we did ship some little poles. Right? Oh, and there's a little pole there too. Alright, that's fine. So now, all of our stuff is and we should have, because I am pretty sure that one of the things I shipped was 50 construction bots, unless they're in, that's the 50. Did I steal them out of the rocket? Maybe I stole them out of the rocket. Nope, there's my 50. So I got 50 construction bots that I shipped, and 50 that I brought with me in my inventory. And I've also shipped 50 logistics bots. That's enough to get the whole system started. Once we get them inserted and stuff. At some point, we're going to be able to... No, we won't be able to... I was thinking maybe we could get to the point where we could autonomously send a rocket to another location completely autonomously at some point. But we can't. We have to at least establish that first. Once that's established, then it would do everything on its own. So technically, at this point, if we want it, well, if we want it and we had the stuff we need to do it, we could jump in a rocket and leave. And as soon as the sun came up and built and powered this up, it would start building this shit. But we're going to stay here and build. But there it is, guys. We are on another planet again. Where's my other bots? We want a set of bots. We want a set of construction bots. We're going to go ahead and let these guys get started on doing their little thing. Put that, take that out of there, put it in there. Are we not charged? We're charged. We're turned on. And we have construction bots. Are we just not... Oh, there we go. We weren't close enough. We're gonna have these guys start clearing stone. So there it is, guys. We are on a planet. We are doing our thing. We're gonna get this all built out, and you guys know how the whole building process goes. There's no secret to that. So I'm just gonna do that off camera, and we're just gonna let it build from here. Right? We just gotta wait for the sun to come up, so that those bots can start jumping on it, and they can start doing their thing. In the meantime, we're going to pick up some stone and some trees here just to give them a hand, get them started. And then we are going to take the pieces parts to build the power plant, because that is not part of this blueprint. There are two things. Well, there's more than two things, but there are two main things that are not part of this blueprint because they depend upon where the water is and where the resources are. And those two things are the power plant. Well, three things. The power plant, the smelting area, and the mines themselves. Those are not part of this blueprint. And, you know, for obvious reasons. We don't know where those are going to be on any individual planet. So we don't know, we can't plan those ahead in the blueprint as far as location. But for the base itself, it's just, you know, it's big. So you got to fit it in someplace. And I mean, it can be manipulated. You can manipulate this blueprint if you want it to. But I think, with a few exceptions, which I'm going to update the blueprint, it has pretty much everything you need. Now, there are some things that I added on Nilaus, some minor bootstrap manufacturing that is not included in this, that I'm going to go back and I'm going to update this blueprint, I guess. Before we get too much further, what I will do is I will go to Nilaus and I'm going to make copies or make blueprints of the things that I've added, lay them down here into the blueprint, and then re-blueprint the entire plant as one individual blueprint with the bootstrap additions. That way, all of it is in this blueprint. And it will have all of the factory, with the exception of the power plant, the mines, the smelting, and the accumulator array. Any of the power stuff, basically. But all the rest of it will be in this blueprint. And if anybody wants it, just give me a yell. I will do up a blueprint string for it and put it in, the Factorio blueprints. I do have a page there. It's, there's only one thing on it, I think, is my rails. My rail system setup, which I have not used in this playthrough. I was using it in my Chasing the Achievement Fairy playthrough, which I have not done in a while. I need to get back to that. I'm only like one more achievement away, one or two, so I need to get to that. Are you not charging? Oh, it's charging, but these are using up power, so yeah. So there we go, guys. That's what we got going. I'm gonna go build a power plant. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.